A very good morning, students. How are you all? So, in our last class, we have completed chapter 9. We have started chapter 9, The Lost Camel, and we have completed up to here. So, in today's class, we will start from here. In our last class, we studied that we knew about the four merchants and a worried man. Why he was worried? Because his camel was lost. And when he asked about the camel to those merchants, the merchant told, and actually the merchant described so well about that camel to the man. That's why the man thought that these merchants have stolen his camel. So he said to the man that come now to the Raja. So the man is taking the four merchants to the Raja for justice. So let's start this chapter. Scene 2. Here you can see the man takes them to the Raja. The Raja is sitting on his throne, talking with the courtiers, talking with his courtiers. Now Raja looking at them. What brings you here? Man. Oh Raja, these four men have stolen my camel. Please order them to return it. Second merchant. Your Highness, we have not stolen the animal. In fact, we have not even seen the animal. So how can we steal it? Now here you can see Raja to the man, how do you know that they have stolen your animal? Raja asked the man that how can you know that they have stolen your animal? So man bowing down and said, "Oh Raja, they have described my camel exactly. If they have not seen it, how can they do so?" Raja said, Man said that they are describing very correctly about my camel. That's why I think that they have stolen my camel. Then Raja said, looking at the merchants, if you have stolen the animal, I order it to return you to return it. Raja said that if you have stolen the animal, then I am giving you order to return that camel. The third merchant said, O Lord, if we had the animal, we would return it. But we do not have the animal. We are honest men, not thieves. Third merchant said that if we had the animal, we would return it. But we don't have the animal. We are honest man. And we are not thieves. Raja. Then how do you know so much about the animal? Third merchant said, Believe us, Raja. We have not seen the animal. We only learned about the animal from his footprints. Raja angrily. Raja said, angrily asked actually, in angry way, what he asked, how can that be? First merchant said, You see, my lord, I noticed footprints of an animal on the muddy path. I observed that one footprint was lighter than the rest. I knew that the camel had one weak leg. Now, here, first merchant observed that the camel had one weak leg. Why? How? Because of his footprints, his light footprints. Second merchant said that I observed that the leaves of the trees on the left side of the road were eaten. Those on the right were untouched. Thus, I knew he couldn't see with his right eyes. Third merchant. I saw drops of blood on the road from small insect bites. So I knew that his tail was too short to chase away insects. And the fourth merchant observed, I saw that while his front feet were planted firmly on the ground, the hind feet had hardly touched it. Thus, I guessed that they were contracted by pain in the camel's body. Students, you can see the four merchant observed the camel in a four different way. Raja, very impressed. Raja was very impressed with the four merchants. These merchants were very wise. They have observed things around them and drawn conclusions. They are honest too. I am happy that I have such wise men in my kingdom. As for you, look at the man. I warn you to be careful next time. I order you to go and look for your camel, looking at the four merchants, and you. I make you my ministers. Raja made them his ministers. With your help, I'm going to rule the kingdom. So, students, that's all for this story. We can see that Raja has given a correct justice to the four merchants and the men. Now, this is your assignment that you all have to find out the word meanings, and you have to make sentence of the words which I am telling you here. From here, throne, courtiers, brings, in fact, highness, you all have to find out the meanings of highness, and exactly, return, honest, believe, noticed, observed, lighter, eaten, untouched, chase, firmly, hind feet, contracted, observed, conclusions, wise men, careful, ministers, and rule. You all have to find out the meanings of these words, and you have to make sentence of them. So, students, and you have to write the answers of these questions which are given here, and you have to complete the tick and answer by yourself. So, student, that's all for today's class. We will meet in our next class. Till then, take care. Good day.